Hello, Williamson County. I'm Kerri Hudson, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Williamson County Parks and Recreation proudly continues a holiday tradition as the 25th Annual Holiday Arts and Crafts Show and 12th Annual Kringle Car Classic come into town to the Ag Expo Center in Franklin, Saturday, October 31st and Sunday, November 1st. Get ready to jumpstart your holiday shopping with 140 craft booths featuring a unique selection of handmade gifts. Our holiday craft show is so special because of these one-of-a-kind gifts that you find at this event. All of our vendors sell handmade items with no commercial items or vendors allowed. So this event truly provides a very unique holiday shopping opportunity for original gifts for all ages and all the people on your holiday shopping list. And men, while your ladies shop, visit the Kringle Car Classic, held in the center of the building on the arena floor. Over 80 showcase automobiles have been hand-picked and assembled exclusively for this invitational car show. Voted one of Tennessee's best car shows, this year's event will feature vehicles spanning 100 years of automotive history with a special feature entitled A Salute to Speed, featuring past and present race cars. This event has definitely become a holiday tradition that you do not want to miss. And joining me today is Recreation Specialist Sarah Foster, who's been organizing this year's event, as well as Sheila, and I'm sorry, Sheila, pronounce your last name for me.
Pecce.
Pecce, thank you, who's one of the vendors in our craft show this year, actually a first-time vendor to our craft show this year. We're happy to have you both in the studio today. Sarah, let's start with you. I know you've been working exceptionally hard on this year's event to make it one of our best craft shows. And you've had a tremendous amount of interest in this year's event. Tell us so far about how that process has been going.
Well, we filled this craft show pretty early this year. It was the end of September, and the word has gotten out, and I have a waiting list that's like 20 people long still waiting to get into the show, along with everyone else who's still sending in our contracts. So we have an overwhelming response this year, and that's just really great, really awesome.
And I think a lot of it has to do with the tradition of this event. People in the community know to look for it, around this time of year. And because, again, it is strictly for handmade items. People know that they can find things at this craft show that they're not going to find around the corner.
Right.
Really has become a very unique shopping opportunity that people seem to really love and take advantage of. And Sheila, this is your first year with us. We're always happy to have new vendors with this show and be able to show a different type of artisan wear for people in the community. Right. You've brought some beautiful jewelry pieces for us today. You do some very lovely wire bead jewelry that's exceptional. I love the variety of all the different kinds of pieces that you brought in today, with some of the statement jewelry, some of the smaller, more delicate items, and every type of jewelry imaginable. You've got earrings and necklaces and bracelets, all kinds of things. I'm not an artistic person at all, and so I am constantly enamored by people who are able to create such beautiful things and put a portion of themselves out into the world. It's a gift that I'm tremendously jealous of, for lack of a better word. Talk to us a little bit about what you do here. When did you start making jewelry? How long have you been doing this, and kind of what got you started in it?
Okay, Kerri. I've had the privilege to be making jewelry. I think of it as a privilege for about a little over 3 years, October 2011. I've always loved jewelry. I love anything fashion related. I don't really hide that. I love it very much. And so I actually was a participant in several direct sales companies. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've got 4 daughters. And so that's also a blessing. And so I've kind of just done some things, to help out with the income in the family. And they've all been jewelry businesses. But in 2011, really getting started was as simple as having a long necklace that I wanted a shorter necklace to go with, and I could not find it anywhere to buy exactly what I wanted. And so why that year, I don't know, but I said, I'm just going to make it. And so I went to Joann's. I started doing some research. I had never entertained the idea of making jewelry. Never. Never. I've done sewing and crochet, knitting, but nothing ever seemed to fit. But when I started, investigating and looking into making jewelry, I was fascinated by the world that it was. It wasn't just beads and string. This is one of my first books, Wire Art Jewelry, that I purchased. And when I looked through this book and saw all the amazing wire pieces that I would wear if I made it, that's what I would wear. I just dove right in, and when I do it big, much to my husband's dismay. So I just got in there and I just started learning, and was thrilled to find all the books, the artists out there who are so freely in giving their talents, things that they have learned, mistakes they have made, to all of us who kind of want to learn on our own. I'm self-taught, so all of this is self-taught. But it's a variety of, like you were saying, of just different what's the word? Styles.
Sizes.
Stringing, wire work, wire weaving. This bracelet here is, this is wire weaving, where you take the wire and you bend and you just weave it in like basket weaving, like rugs. So that's an example of the wire weaving. We've got the wire work here with the beads. And one of my favorite things that I love so much is rocks. I'm a huge outdoorsy, looking at rocks everywhere we go. My girls have to say, Mom, watch out where you're going, because I've always got my head down looking for that next treasure, because I like to bring them in and I tumble them also and polish them up myself. My big dream is to learn how to cut cabochons with the rocks. The rocks that are on the table are some of the rocks that I have found in different places like Colorado, Utah, and just up here in East Tennessee. And I love it. And this is one of my favorite things to do, is to make the Tree of Lives.
That's very interesting.
And that's a rock. Gorgeous. It's a river rock that I found in East Tennessee. And just brought it home. I love organic looks. I love the look of just the natural piece, and then just being able to just make it pop with something else on top of it.
So I would have never thought the stones that you have laying on the table were things that you found in the dirt somewhere.
And that's it, in the dirt.
Those are amazing.
I love what God has already made. Sometimes I find it and it's perfect. You don't have to do a thing with it. And you can pull it all together, and it's amazing. But like Sarah was saying, when you find something that you love to do, it shows. And I do love making jewelry. It's actually a form of therapy to me to get in there and just dig right in and just make all kinds of different things.
You can definitely tell you have a passion for it. And the fact that you've grown this talent in just 4 years to where you're able to turn out all these beautiful pieces and have just really incorporated it into your life as an expression of part of who you are.
And it is.
It's very inspirational.
Thank you.
Well, tell me a little bit about some of the pieces that you have here. I would not even know where to start. Where do your ideas come from? I mean, obviously some of them are inspired by what you find.
Right.
But how do you kind of come up with some of the ideas? Because you have a lot of different styles on the table. Where does some of that come from?
Well, one of the biggest is Pinterest. It's an amazing world out there.
It's out there for us.
You can spend a whole lot of time with Pinterest. So I'm very thankful to all the artists who put their work out there, because one thing I love and find fascinating is I can start a piece and I've got a plan in my head of how it's going to go, but then by the time it turns out and it's done, it does not look like what I had in my mind. And I love that it'll take its own path when I start creating it. Or sometimes it does turn out like the pattern as suggested. But I love magazines. There's lots of jewelry magazines for artists. Like I said, books on Amazon. Kindle is full. Jewelry tutorial websites. So there's just a world of wonderful knowledge out there to teach anyone who might be interested in jewelry. I encourage any crafter or anybody who just wants to find something to do to first just think, what is it that I enjoy? What brings me happiness? And then dig right into that, and it'll be so fulfilling. I do, like you said, I have all kinds of different things. I love leather. This is a 5-row kind of, this is sewn, and it's a lovely leather bracelet with agate beads, and I love these. They're just funky and fun. And then I love to take the pearls, and this is kind of a 4-stranded just wrap with the beads. So I also love big and bold, but
Statement pieces.
Statement pieces, but for my mom, you know, I do make the tiny. She loves the tinier pieces, but I
It's
do
a little
love
bit
the
of
statement.
something
Yes.
for everybody.
Yes.
Definitely. There are some amazing colors that you have on the table, especially down on this end, this orange piece and this blue piece, and there's some green down here. Tell me about colors. Are your color inspirations seasonal, or do you just kind of look to see what's out there someday when you go to pick up supplies and think, then that's what I'll work with?
That's kind of what I do. If it jumps out at me, I'm like, oh, I'm grabbing it. Even if I don't have a plan,
Right.
I'll grab it, take it home, and it sits in a drawer. One of the things I do love is to go in and just pull out my beads and just kind of run through them and go, oh, that's pretty, I forgot I had that, and pull it out and start to make something with it. But the colors are just what I think I love, what pulls me, talks to me. I love turquoise, so anything, the greens, the blues, everything turquoise I'll use. With, I guess, my hair color, I love a lot of the oranges and the bronze. I love this stone here. This is a sandstone here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but how it sparkles.
sparkles.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is
I
beautiful.
love that. I think it just makes a wonderful statement piece, but great for this time of year.
Yeah, and
for
I love the
fall.
mix and metals with that
Yeah.
too.
I love the two-tones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about some of your pricing, because you do have several different styles and types of pieces. Kind of what's a ballpark for where some of your things might fall?
Honestly, Kerri, my prices can run anywhere from $10 on up to $100 as of right now. What I have in a little boutique that I have a booth in. So that's kind of the price range. So I think I really feel like I've got a good selection for anyone who might want to find a handcrafted item for a loved one for Christmas or just for themselves for fun. But I do think I have
We all want to have a happy holiday.
I know, that's
exactly.
right. I guess I could say my medium price might be about $35. Yeah.
We definitely look forward to seeing you at the Holiday
Yes.
Arts and Crafts Show. For people who would like more information about your jewelry or would like to contact you about any of these pieces here, how can they get in touch with you? Do you have a website? Or?
Kerri, I do. I've got a website on Etsy that's kind of under construction. So anyone who would like to contact me and find out when it's actually up and running can do it at sapecce@yahoo.com. And I also have a booth at a boutique in Spring Hill. I just wanted to give the address if I could.
Sure.
It's called A Woman's Touch, and it's run by a wonderful lady. Her name's Wanda Guy. And the address is 5326 Main Street, and it's Spring Hill behind Spring Hill Eye Care on Main Street.
Yeah.
But it's wonderful. I have all of my jewelry there, and it's just a wonderful little boutique, and it's a thrill to be able to make it and share it with the world.
Beautiful
That's
pieces.
it. They absolutely are. And we appreciate you taking the time to come
Thank
in here
you.
today to share some of this with us. And again, we do look forward to seeing you at the craft show. Remember, that is coming up Saturday, October 31st and Sunday, November 1st at the Williamson County Ag Expo Park. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll be talking more about this year's upcoming Holiday Arts and Crafts Show, as well as some additional special events offered by the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department.
Today the classroom is different. Learning?
Different.
Teaching?
Different.
Testing?
Different.
Technology?
Essential.
Help us feed our cows.
Welcome back to It's About You. We're talking today about some of the upcoming special events offered by the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Again, our 25th annual Holiday Arts and Crafts Show and our 12th annual Kringle Card Classic will return to Franklin Saturday, October 31st and Sunday, November 1st at the Williamson County Ag Expo Park. And with us again is Sarah Foster to talk about these and other upcoming November special events. Sarah, with 140 booths at this year's Holiday Arts and Crafts Show, you have a tremendous amount of talent and different types of artistic wares that are going to be at this event. Talk to us about some of the other vendors that are participating in this year's show.
Well, we've got, like you said, 140 booths, but 50 of those are new vendors this year, whereas last year we only had like maybe 20 or 30. So we've got an overwhelming amount of new people coming to the show. So a lot of different things that we'll see this year as opposed to last year's show.
So just because you've been to one of these
yes.
before, you still want to come back again this year
Yes.
to see some new and exciting new things.
Mm-hmm. We saw earlier the jewelry, the wire working. We also have people bringing in jewelry made from typewriter buttons and pieces. We've got people who are bringing in jewelry that are made from silverware, spoons and forks, and I mean all kinds of things that you wouldn't think could make jewelry out of, but you're seeing these jewelry pieces and they're beautiful pieces. Woodworking, we've got wooden signs, wooden furniture, you've got pins that have been spun. We've got baby items, toddler clothes, seasonal items, both fall and Christmas, because it's kind of an in-between show this year. And then you've got your body products, your lotions and your creams and the salts. And so we've got all kinds of good things this year.
It should be a wonderful experience. Talking about the dates this year, people might have noticed the first date of our show is a holiday, but not typically the holiday people associate with this event. The first night or the first day of the show is actually on Halloween this year.
It is.
And it just happened to be one of those kind of fluke components where the schedule at the Ag Expo Park and how the dates fell and all that kind of stuff. But you and the rest of the staff with the Parks and Recreation Department in the programming division have gone out of your way to really embrace this and have come up with some fun other attractions to add to the event this year to celebrate all of the seasons around the Holiday Arts and Crafts Show. So tell us about some of the things that are planned for this event.
Well, on Saturday, because it is Halloween, we're going to have a special trick-or-treating aspect to the event. So the kids can come out in their costumes and trick-or-treat from booth to booth between the hours of 2 and 4. So that's our extra added component this year to celebrate the Halloween holiday. And then again, on Sunday, we switch over to Christmas, and we'll have Santa available for pictures. We've extended the hours this year a little bit, so it'll be the entire day on Sunday. So it'll be from 12 to 4.
Perfect. And then you have the Williamson County Community Band.
Yes.
They've been performing at this event for a couple of years now. But I love the element that it's provided to the Sunday afternoon crowds when you can hear this live music just drifting through the Ag Expo Park.
Yes, and the community band performance, again, like you said, is on Sunday, and it starts at 2.
Wonderful. So a lot of things planned around this event this year, definitely something for the whole family to participate in. Again, this event is Saturday, October 31st from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., Sunday, November 1st from 12 noon to 4 p.m. At the Williamson County Ag Expo Center, which is located at 4215 Long Lane off of exit 61 on Interstate 65 in Franklin. Parking for the event is free. Admission is only $2 per person per day. And children 12 and younger are admitted for free. Concessions are also available for sale for an additional fee. And we have a host of wonderful community sponsors that are helping us out with this program again. Talk to us about some of these sponsors. I know you have some that are just strictly associated with the car show, and then other vendors or other sponsors with the craft show.
We've got our yearly sponsors who sponsor us for the entire calendar year and all of our events. That's Unity Chiropractic, Children's Academy, and then Sports Clips. And then specifically for this show, in general, we've got Nash 103.3. And then we have Hyundai of Cool Springs and Music City AACA. So those are the specific ones for this event. But we have an overwhelming response of supporters for all of our events. So it's really
always
great
do.
that everyone can support us.
Absolutely. We're always so thankful for that community support and the sponsors that come on to help us produce these events for the community. That was just the first of many events
Yes.
that the department will be offering in November. We have 2 other events going on in November as well that are also both wonderful shopping opportunities and great ways to prepare for the holidays. And we'll start off with another event that you're organizing for the department. It's going to be one of our more popular, somewhat seasonal events,
Yes.
which are our kids' garage sales.
Yes.
We have one coming up at the Franklin Recreation Complex, Saturday, November the 21st. For people who might not be familiar with how we structure these kids' garage sales, give us a description of this event.
Well, the event is set up for the kids themselves to have their booth and learn about exchanging money and selling their products. So it's all really focused about the kids in general. So the kids can sign up ages between 8 and 12, and they get a 10-foot by 10-foot space for $10, and they run their booth and sell their gently used clothes and toys.
And it's really, like you said, a great educational opportunity for children. Also a wonderful way for them to raise some money, clean out a little space before the holidays.
That's right.
Something us parents always love. And also, like we said earlier, a really good shopping opportunity for anyone who has children involved in their lives.
Yes.
You and I both have young children.
Yes.
And as parents of young children, you know how quickly you recycle so many things.
Yes.
Your children's clothes and toys, it's just a revolving door
Yeah.
from one size and age and interest level to the next, and how that stuff can accumulate
Tons
so
of it.
fast. I'm convinced they just like divide by osmosis at night. I don't know how it all got into our house, but at some point you have to get it out, and this is a wonderful event
It is.
to either relieve some of that from your home, or if you're looking to bring some of that in your home, where you
Yeah.
can purchase these things at reasonable prices
Yes.
for really what is probably the livelihood of what it'll stay in your
Right,
house for.
right.
Like we said earlier, this event is coming up Saturday, November the 21st in the gymnasium of the Franklin Recreation Complex. The garage sale will be open to the public from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Anyone interested in a booth space for selling things
Yes.
at this event, how can they get signed up?
They can reach me at the Franklin Rec Center at 615-791-5719. I'm sorry, that's 790-5719, extension 2028.
And a couple of things that we didn't talk about, what a good shopping opportunity this is. I mean, obviously if you do have children in your family or anything like that, I mean, when you can find these deals, they're
Yes.
always advantageous.
Yes.
But for so many other people as well, these are exceptional opportunities for grandparents. Or if you're looking just to stock up on gifts to keep in your home, I mean, there's always a party invitation coming home from school
Yes.
and things like that, where it just might be nice to have a couple of go-to items in that
Hidden
closet.
away.
We all have that closet at home.
Yes.
This is a great way to stock that closet. Or even for people who provide services for children, churches who have nurseries or daycares, things like that. These are great ways to kind of stock up on some of those supplies at
Yeah.
very affordable and reasonable rates. And again, admission and parking are free. So I hope you'll come out and see
Yeah.
us November 21st to do some of that kids shopping. And then similar to this event, the department is doing a kind of different spin on it this year.
We are.
And offering our first baby boutique.
Yes.
This is going to be the weekend before the Kids Garage Sale, Saturday, November the 14th. Sarah, talk to us about this event and kind of what's going to be going on with it.
Well, the Baby Boutique is geared towards the adults selling the gently used baby items. There again, it's set up very similar to the Kids Garage Sale, where they can rent a booth. The booth space is a 10 by 10 foot space. The fees for the booth are $25, and they can rent tables if they're needing the space to lay their items out. And then again, it's free to the public to come in and shop and get those gently used items, like you had mentioned before, for like churches or for grandparents to come and
daycares, all those
yeah,
kinds of things.
yeah.
This event is going to take place at a different location, though.
It is.
It's going to be held at our Fairview facility, the Fairview Recreation Complex, and it's still the same hours, 9 to 12.
9 to 1.
9 to 1.
9 to
So
1.
a little extra
Yes.
time
Yeah.
on it.
An extra hour.
From 9 to 1. But this is kind of like, it's meant for more baby items. So it has been classified for clothing, toys, and care essentials for
Right.
children ages 1 to 5.
Yes.
Or actually,
yes.
I guess newborn
Newborn
to 5.
Right, right.
But again, because we come from families with young children, there are so many things that you initially need when you bring baby
Yes,
home
yes.
that you will not keep forever. You will not be able to keep forever.
You'll use it for like a
you will
few
run out of
weeks.
place for it quicker than you can imagine.
Yes.
Especially with the clothes, and they grow out of sizes so quickly. And I guarantee just about every mom has that stack of
yes.
diaper boxes, whatever brand that you choose to use, that's just stuffed with clothes, that's just stuffed with bibs and receiving blankets and burp cloths and
I
shoes
probably
and
have about
socks
10
and-
tubs full of stuff at home. So
Good for you. You bought the real tubs. I just
I
converted
may
the
have a
Pampers
booth
boxes.
at this event.
But all of that kind of stuff
Yeah.
that comes along with baby, that you might be willing to move on with now. Your
Yes.
baby years are over, or maybe your baby years are just beginning.
Yeah.
Or for grandparents, there's so many things that come with baby that sometimes. It's easier if the grandparents have their own versions of.
Right, yeah, you don't have to carry all that stuff with you.
It's going to be hard enough taking baby anywhere. The last thing you want to do is pack up, along with baby, the
Right.
pack and play, the high chair, the stroller, everything else.
Right, everything on top of it.
And so I know my mom did it when
Yes.
my sister started having kids and I was having a child. She kind of assembled her own collection of things in her house, and it was a lifesaver.
Yes.
So again, great opportunity for families or people who will be taking care of or purchasing things for children.
That's right.
And if you have interest in participating in the Baby Boutique or would like to know how to reserve a booth, you can contact Eli Stone at the Fairview Recreation Complex at 615-799-9331. So November really is turning to be all about the shopping.
It is all about shopping.
For you guys. So just to run over the events and dates one more time, we have our 25th Annual Holiday Arts and Crafts Show and 12th Annual Kringle Car Classic coming to the Williamson County Ag Expo Park Saturday, October the 31st and Sunday, November 1st. Then 2 weeks after that, we have our first Baby Boutique sale that's going to be held at the Fairview Recreation Complex Saturday, November the 14th. Then the following weekend, we have our Kids Garage Sale at the Franklin Recreation Complex, Saturday, November the 21st. Both of our Baby Boutique and the Kids Garage Sale are free and open to the public. Only cost is for vendors participating in the event. The Holiday Arts and Crafts Show and Kringle Car Classic do have a small admission fee of only $2 per person per day. You can find out more information about these events and all of the programs offered by the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department by visiting our website at www.wcparksandrec.com. You can also follow us through our social media channels on Facebook, on Twitter at WC_parksandrec.com, and on Pinterest as well.
Yes.
And don't forget about our newest feature, online registration, available through our website. It now gives you access and availability to peruse and register for activities and classes from the comfort of your own home or mobile device. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure to have you back in the studio.
Yes, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
And I want to thank you guys for joining us today as well. We'll see you next time. And until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.